Well, this is a story about Whitney and Bryan. It all started sophomore year in high school when we sat in Mr. Queen's class. And Jake Wendell was in our class too, but we don't talk to him anymore. That's okay. Then from there,
I saw him at the zoo the other day.
we lost our friendship through our junior year, and then reunited senior year, and then started dating in college.
This is a story about Whitney and Bryan. Bryan was Curran's friend, and I barely knew him. And all I remember is that he would hang out in the ASB office, and I knew nothing about him, but he wore red contacts, and I thought that was really weird. And then one day, I saw him in the car eating that with Whitney, and apparently they were dating. Oh yeah, that's it.
This is a story about Whitney and Bryan. Actually, Bryan hung out at my house all the time, and then Whitney would come over too. And then one day, Whitney said to me, "Jamie, I don't even think Bryan likes me as a friend." And I said, "Whitney, please, Bryan likes everybody. Bryan likes you. He likes hanging out with you too." And then I went to volleyball, and then 2 weeks later I get a phone call and they were in love. The end.
This is a story about Bryan and Whitney. Goodness, I can't think of one. There's so many to choose from. A couple summers ago, we were in Yosemite, and it was the first time I'd ever gone. And we went on this really, really long hike with Ryan Luttrell. He took us up to Half Dome in the middle of the night.
Because Robert
had no toenails. Because he hiked through. He hiked Mount Whitney with bad shoes on, and so he lost all his toenails. So, anyways, we got back from this hike and we were starving, and and all there was to eat was, what was it, Bryan? Like tuna sandwiches with asparagus in it or something. So we went to the snack store and we bought hot Cheetos and and Oreos and didn't tell his mom, and ate them in secret because we were starving. Yeah. The end.
Alright, wait, is Bobby gonna be at the rehearsal dinner?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, so one time at I think it was the Ritz-Carlton, we were all at the beach, and all I remember is body surfing with everybody, and everybody's getting crushed, and we were kind of all in a big pile at the end, and we kind of lost Babu, and then like a minute later, Babu popped up around our feet, and I just remember Bryan and Whitney being there, so.
Oh my gosh. Great story. So, here's my story with Bryan and Whitney. I think it's the first year me and Sierra went to the Ventura County Fair, and so me and Sierra and Bryan and Whitney went on a double date, and we got a fish from one of those catch a fish booths, and he's not still alive. I called him Spiny, and I kept twirling him around because he liked to spin, because we had just gone on a spinny ride, and Sierra was ticked, and everyone was really mad at me, except for Bryan. That was funny. Yeah. But it was just a great night. It was just one of the good memories hanging out with Whitney and Bryan. So.
Woohoo!